Everybody, David here, and today we are at Cabarita, and this is the spot where on Monday a surfer was attacked by a shark. So if you look on my community homepage, you will actually see the board and the shark. So the board had a big chunk out of it, and the shark broke the board in half, and then they've actually got the video footage of the shark. It was a 4-meter great white shark. So something pretty cool. So we're just going to walk down the beach and I'll show you exactly where it happened. So hello everybody, it's David here, Coastal Adventures, coming to you live from Cabarita on the far north coast of New South Wales. And on Monday, this is where a surfer was attacked by a shark. The shark bit his board, took a great big chunk out of it, and also snapped his board in half. And as you can see, it's a rainy, awful day here, but I thought I'd still come down and show you. We just get through the rocks. Okay, so here we are. This is where it all happened. Ooh, it's quite windy. But this is where it happened, guys. This is where the surfer was attacked. Now, as you can see, it's raining and it's not very pleasant down here, and I'm trying to hold my umbrella down. So I'll give it my best shot today, guys. You see there's the umbrella. There's the storm coming through. We have this huge rain event coming through, and it's supposed to drop flooding rain on us in the next 2 to 3 days. So not something to look forward to, that's for sure. But we're going to go up on that headland there, and I was down the beach at Fingal this morning, and there were quite a lot of dolphins and whales, so hopefully we'll see some up the top here, so stay tuned. So we'll just have a look around here. So this is where we had a 4-meter white shark. So a 4-meter white shark, great white, came in, attacked a guy on a surfboard, bit a chunk out of his surfboard, snapped his board in half, and luckily the surfer wasn't injured. Hey Martin, how are you? Yeah, it didn't, I'm getting rather wet here, but it didn't hurt the surfer. The surfer was able to make it to shore, probably with some help of some friends, and they then sent the surf life-saving drone down, and the drone got footage. So if you look online, I'm sure it'll be there somewhere, but on my community homepage, I also have the shot of the board and the photo of the shark that did the damage. So this is where it happened, right here. Hello everybody that's here. Hello Martin. So this is where it's happened. You can see the weather, not real conducive to a live stream, but I'm going to head up the top there, and we'll just have a look down on where everybody surfs out here. So we'll just walk through here. Yeah, we have a very large rain event coming through, which is supposed to drop over 4 inches of rain in 24 hours. It's already given it its best shot today. It hasn't stopped raining all day, but I thought I'd still come out and do this live stream because I love doing them and I love getting out of the house. And No one's coming. So I've got my raincoat on, I've got my umbrella on. So just make our way up the track here. So that's looking down to Hastings Point. We just try and jam the umbrella in place. So that's Hastings Point down there. You can see the rain. Not very pleasant here today. Just zoom back out, guys. So thank you for everybody for joining me today. Hopefully we can also see a whale out here. That'd be good. There's been a lot hanging around at the moment. So hopefully we'll see a whale. Be really good if we could see the 4-metre great white that attacked the surfer on Monday. So the surfer was okay. Hi Tina, we're at Cabarita on the far north coast of New South Wales, Australia. So if you look at my community homepage on my page, you will see the photos I posted of both the board that was bitten and the photo of the shark that attacked the surfer. So apparently the surfer was sitting on his board and the shark bit right behind him. So scary stuff. This is hello Arthur War. Yeah, this is the second shark attack they've had at Cabarita. The first one was a foil surfer, and the foil surfer actually had the shark go straight at him and he jammed the foil straight in its face. And yes, Tina, it was an incredible photo. So this is where it all happened, out there somewhere. So hopefully we get to see it today, or a whale. And just look at the rain coming through. We have a large rain event which is supposed to drop over 100 mil or 4 inches in 24 hours, and it hasn't stopped at the moment, so I think it's on its way to making that forecast depth of water. Sorry if my umbrella keeps going in front. So we're just, you can see the rain out there. All the work sites are shut down today. So what's happening in Ohio State today? Art of War? Anything good? And Tina, where did you see the photo? Was it on my homepage or did you see it on YouTube? All right, let's make our way right up the top here. Oh, puddles everywhere, and it's cold. When I drove here, it was 14 degrees. So we're not used to these temperatures in the middle of the day here. But you can see that bird there is called, let me just try and get it for you. There it is. Keeps flying away. The umbrella must be scaring it. Where are you? There it is. That's cool. So on YouTube, just randomly scrolling. Wow. Well, thank you for randomly scrolling, Tina, and the water, then you can go skiing. Is that good or bad? Are you a skier, snowboarder? What do you do? As you can see, a lovely day here today. Hasn't stopped raining all day. Whoops, I'll just zoom you out a bit, guys. There we go. So let's go up and see if we can see a whale or a great white shark. And that guy getting attacked the other day, not one person in the water. To Ohio, that's good. Thank you for joining me, Ohio State. But even when it's raining, not very pretty, still beautiful here. And I believe I'm the only person out here today. So that's even better. Look at that. Not another person around. Just beautiful down there. Except for the great white shark that's hanging around. I don't know if they found it. I was actually at work, so I couldn't come down and help. So I don't know what the police did. Once we have a shark attack here, they actually close down the beach. So Cabarita Beach, and then the next beach, Hastings Point, and the next beach north, which would be all shut down for 24 hours after a shark attack. So I'm sure that would have happened. Yes, it is definitely beautiful. And what is rockhounding, Tina? There's a whale out there. Let's see if he comes back up. Yes, I'm definitely the only person around today. So this is, let me just turn around. This is the whale watching platform. And here's another person just behind me. Let's see if that whale comes back up. I'll go a bit further around. Can't believe it. Thought I was the only person and someone comes and stands right beside me. Typical. All right. So we'll just look over the edge there. Oh, boulder opal, I get it. Yes, I have a friend. His brother mines the opals and the friend sells the opals. So yeah, we've got a lot of opals around this way. Where we live here, we have thunder eggs. Opals are down Cooper Pedy that way. We have a lot of gold down there as well. Well, not a lot. You watch those shows where the people are working all season and then they don't end up with too much profit. But you can see the rain falling. The back hills are a little bit wet. And like I said, it's supposed to drop 4 inches in the next 24 hours. Yes, Tina, come on over. Get down to Cooper Pedy. You'll love it. Except for the heat. The heat there can get up over into the 40s. So not very nice if you don't like heat. I work with a guy, he just loves the heat, he loves the humidity, and he loves sweating. I think he's a little bit weird myself. That's looking out to, oh, there's that whale jumped again, straight off Hastings Point, people. So I'll just try and zoom in for you, just a second. All right, so there it is, just jumped again. Come on, come up again. Ah, yes, there it is, just jumped again. Where are you? There it is, right in the middle of the screen at the top. It'll come up again. Come on, one more jump, show everybody. Typical. Yes, Scottish climate is nice. Nice to be just where you can put on a little bit of clothes just to keep warm. Jackson, it's a whale jumping, but of course it stopped as soon as I zoomed in, so I'll zoom out for you. That's Hastings Point down there, and I am standing at Cabarita, and this is where we had a shark attack on Monday. The guy was sitting on his surfboard and the shark bit right behind him, took a big chunk out of his surfboard and broke his board in half. So the surfer wasn't injured, made his way to shore with his surfboard. And if you look on my homepage, you'll actually see the photo of the board and the photo of the great white shark. So Monday was a beautiful day here. Today, not so much. That whale hasn't come up again, so I'll keep looking out for a bit more and we'll go back up, guys. So the surfer was just over this side. Ah, the other person's gone, that's good. So the surfer was just over here, surfing Cabarita Point. Oh, yuck. Just slid in the mud. Yuck. This is the boardwalk and the whale watching area. So we've got 3 tiers where you can sit and watch the whales. They come past here very close. But just, if you look down here, that's where the guy was surfing, straight down there. Hello, Andy Bolton, how are you? Thank you, Tina. Yes, there is a great white out there, and how often do shark attacks happen? Not that often, but when they do, it's a pretty major event. So, oh, the rain's going, good. So this is the second attack we've had here at Cabarita. And then just over the top of this pandanus, there was another great white attack just there a couple of years ago where the guy was killed. And the 2 attacks that happened here, one, the shark took a bite. The last one on Monday, the shark took a bite and swam away. And the one before was a guy on a foil surfboard. He actually had to fight the shark off. So he fell on the shark and started punching it. And the shark turned away, swam away probably 20, 30 meters and then come back at him full force. So he laid off his surfboard and then pushed his the foil of his surfboard into the shark's face, and the shark took off. Yes, it's good that they don't happen too often. I was saying before, once we have a shark attack, the police actually shut the beaches down for 24 hours. So Cabarita was shut down. This is Cabarita in front. That next sand out the back there, that was shut down. And if I turn, that next headland down there, which is Hastings Point, was also shut down. So that's what happens when a shark attacks somebody here in Australia. 24-hour shutdown for the beach that happened on and the beach either side. So we'll go back over here again so I can stay up high. I might actually walk up here and we'll get a great view. Oh, rain stopped. I'm going to put my umbrella down, which is good. That's better. And a little bit of sunshine. All right, so yes, you do get a few of those, Tina. To tell you the truth, I'd rather worry about a very random shark attack than a crazy person with an assault rifle. Hello, Sandra, how are you? Julie Andrews, yeah. Are you referring to the Sound of Music? But that's Cabarita, that's Hastings Point down there. So that's where we see the lot of whales just off the front there. And the rain's just starting back again, so I might have to put the umbrella back up so I don't wet my camera equipment. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. So that's Hastings Point. Might get down there and see if we can see some whales tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and there's mosquitoes up here, you beauty. Just starting to flog me around the ankles. All right, there we are. Zoom back out, guys. So let's just walk around here. Ouch. So you can see the rain still back up in the hills. Even though it's raining, it's still beautiful here. And that one person that was up here with me is gone, so I am the only person out here at the moment. So it's just beautiful. That's the hill we're going to walk around. That's good. At least out of war, at least you know your capabilities. Whereabouts do you swim if you're from Ohio? And also, do you have lifesavers or lifeguards there on the beach that can look after you when you go in the water? So in Australia, we just swim between the flags and there'll be, ouch, 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 and there'll be people watching you. So if you get in any trouble, they'll be there to help you. And if they're really good, they'll actually be there to help you before anything happens. I've been on the ocean my whole life, so it's amazing. You can actually see Lake Erie. And no, I can't believe there's no one else here. It's quite nice out here. At home it was very cold, but everybody is just staying indoors today, or what people usually do is go to the shopping centres. So we've got a couple of big shopping centres around here, so everybody will go there. So they'll be jam-packed today and nobody on the beach. So there we go. Very good. Art of War. Do they have lifeguards there, lifesavers? So if you just swim where they're watching, you should be fine. And if you ever get in trouble, just dog paddle. Dog paddle, backstroke or breaststroke. They're the easy ones to do. And then you can just float and then just kick and move your arms. Freestyle's a little bit different. You've got to use a bit more energy. But if you backstroke, you can just lay on your back and breaststroke again. It's quite easy. There we go, look down there. I'll just see if I'm zoomed right out. There we go. Yes, that's true, Tina. But if they were here, it'd be crowded. So now I'm here all by myself. But just look at this, no one else. Do I abseil? I used to rock climb. So yes, I've climbed all these headlands. We've got this one, we've got Hastings Point to the south and Fingal. And then if we go up on the Gold Coast, that's in New South Wales. If we go up into the Gold Coast of Queensland, then you have Burleigh Point as well. So I've climbed all those headlands. And then we have a few good climbs around here. We've got Kangaroo Point in Brisbane, which is an old quarry. Outside of Brisbane, we have what's called Frog Buttress. And then if you go down south into Victoria, we have the Euripiles. So we've got some great climbing around here. But I've had multiple operations on my hands, so I can't climb anymore. Oh, not raining still. You could abseil down. You'd have to, Sandra, you'd have to like put a sling around these rocks, like sling that rock, and then maybe sling that rock over there, and then go over the edge. But we would set up slings on these rocks, and then drop a rope over the edge, and then we'd actually climb it. We do a top rope. So we'd have it coming back up, and then we'd climb from the bottom up, tap out, and then just, oh, there's a whale right there. There it is. Let's zoom in on it. Where are you, bad boy? Come back up. There it is. Where are you? Okay, there it is. Just a second, guys. Just put my umbrella down. Come back up. Scaffold pike, mountain, wow. That sounds pretty cool. I'll just zoom out again. Lake District. Have you been to El Capitan or anywhere around there? I watched that someone Humboldt that he free climbed El Capitan. Now that's a guts effort, and he did it in record time. Yes, that's what I say, Tina. I see them all, and by the time I zoom in and try and locate them, they stay down for a bit. It's just starting to rain again, that's why I had to put the umbrella back up. Come on. Look at those storm clouds. Rather menacing. And if we look out to sea, we have all that out there, that dark, that's all rain dropping out there. You can see the rain falling. You can see the cloud above it. Come on, whale, come on. We've got a few nice waves coming in at the moment, but because of the shark attack, hey, there it is. Wow, that's in very close. See if we can line that one up. Oh, they're everywhere, but they won't come up when I'm looking in the right direction, which is quite annoying. Like I said, tomorrow we might go down to Hastings Point, which is the next headland just there. The whales come in really close there. Yes, they are doing it on purpose. And Sandra, so where are you from, Sandra? I'm sorry if you've already told me. Let me just zoom back out, guys, get that wide shot. But yeah, you should do, hey, there's one jump straight out there. Let's try and line that one up. Just about there, looks straight out the front. Come on, play nicely. Hello, Leonie, how are you? Minnesota. Well, Leonie, we're out here doing a live stream today from Cabarita on the far north coast of New South Wales. On Monday there was a shark attack here, so we're just looking for whales and sharks at the moment and the beautiful scenery. So I'm going to zoom back out because another whale's not playing. And there's a whale right there, come on. They are definitely doing this on purpose. All right, we're out in the lock ledge, so let's just look over the edge. Look at that. Just beautiful down there. Oh, you're from England? Ah, right. You could, they'd have to have climbing over in Wales and Scotland, wouldn't they? Ah, okay, yes. The Lakes District, good for photography up there. I've been watching a lot of look at that, two people up on the headland. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of photography from the lakes on YouTube, I mean. So look over the edge there. The rain's sort of clearing and we have some, look at that brightness up there. But just over there is where the shark attack took place. And let's just look over this side. All right, umbrellas down. There we go, how beautiful is that? And there's just me, two people on the headland behind me. How far do I live? It's about a 15-minute drive from where I live, Tina. Chicken on biscuits. Yes, this is where I'm standing. Chicken on biscuits. It happened just on the other side here, so I'll show everybody. So I actually got rung up by Surf Life Saving. Can I come and get a drone down here and fly? But I was working that day, so I couldn't assist. But yeah, it just happened over here. So yes, it was a very big great white. That's the second attack they've had here at Cabarita. And so this is Cabarita, all this beautiful area. No, I don't think it ever will, Tina. So we've had 2 shark attacks here. Both the surfers weren't injured, but the beach just up here, where are we looking? There we go, the beach right there in the middle of the screen. A surfer was attacked and killed out there. The guy's leg was bitten and it took his femoral artery, and he unfortunately bled to death. Yes, we are whale attack. No, Sandra, it was a shark attack. Did I say whale? If so, I apologise. So we'll just jump over this fence here and we'll go down and have a look again. See if we can see one. Today would be a good day to see one because there's nobody in the water. Ouch. Ooh, and nobody will get hurt. Okay, I just climbed through. The sun's coming out, now it's getting hot. So I'll take all my gear off and then the rain will come through and then it'll be cold again. So I'll just suffer for a little bit. Okay, so look at that out there. Yeah, if they take your femoral, you really have to get a tourniquet on it as quickly as possible. That's the only way. That's the only way you're going to stop. We also have shark attack kits, and we've got tourniquets in there, and we have a it's like an expander foam. We put that on the wound, and that it seals. We got it from the guys over in Iraq. So when they get like a bomb or something blows their legs off, they spray this expander foam on, and that stops the stops any more bleeding. So we've actually got that in our kits as well. Yes, exactly, chicken on biscuits. Who's that your follower? I don't understand. Well, I've got everybody here. I know a few of these names, so thank you for rejoining me. Because it's been raining, we have a lot of insects flying around. Thank you everybody for joining me today. There's a lot of familiar names and faces there. But if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And really, it's no skin off your nose to just push the button and help out this channel. So please consider it. As you can see, the rain. It'll be over there, I'd say, Tina. There'd be people using that, but yes, that's pretty horrific there. And the Ukraine. All these people who just can't live happily. Got to take someone else's country. Oh, the sun's coming out now, so look at that. Look how nice that looks. And still, I'm the only person around. There we go, look at that. Hey, Exploradora, how are you? Yes, we're at Cabba, and this is where the shark attack happened on Monday. So yesterday I was at work, I couldn't get down here, but today I'm here so I can show everybody this is where it happened. The surfer wasn't injured. I bet he's rethinking surfing for a couple of weeks before he gets back in the water. I know I would be. Let's just walk down the hill a little bit. But yeah, that's the big storm that's coming through, and it's supposed to drop. And it's supposed to drop 4 inches or 100 mil of rain in the next 24 hours. So I had a pretty good shot at it this morning. Hasn't stopped raining all morning. And we've got a little bit of clearance at the moment, but what we're looking at, yes, I think you're getting it worse than us here on the far north coast, Exploradora, but that's what's coming through now, and that'll be hitting us in probably 30 minutes. So I might go back up the top because there's definitely no whales over this side. Let's just turn. Hey human, how are you? Yes. It is quite the weather. It's supposed to dump 100 mil, 4 inches in the next 24 hours. And it's given it its best shot this morning. But today, for everybody that's new to the channel today, we're looking, this is where a surfer was attacked by a shark on Monday. The guy was supposedly sitting on his board. Yes, we do, Exploradora. The guy was sitting on his board and the shark bit right behind him. So, yes, you see them all the time at Tweed, Exploradora. But yeah, it bit, hey, there's a whale right there. Just, there it is, look at that guys. That's only 50 metres off the beach, off the headland. There we go. I'm glad I haven't moved yet. You can actually see the shadow in the water. So let's follow that whale for a little bit. There it is, right in the middle of the screen. It's amazing, those things are 30 metres long. They go under the water and you can lose them. How can you lose something that big under the water? Come on, come up for a breath. It's moving slightly to the north, so I don't know if it's trying to get around the headland or it's still going north. If it is, it's a little bit late. Come on, come back up. So that dark patch right in the middle of the screen, that's the whale. There it is, just come up. There it is, pretty cool. So, now I'll stay here until I lose that one, then I'll go back up the top. What's only a stream, Sandra? I missed a bit of your, what you were talking about. All right, it's gone. I'm going to zoom out. I'll run back up the top and see if we can get a better view of it. But have a look at that rain that's just about to hit us. We are about to be inundated. There goes the whale. I can see it still. There's that wave. There's the one out the back. There it is. Just come up again. Right there. Thank you, Exploradora. Thanks for joining in. All right, let's get up the top, guys. So what's happening in your part of the world, human? Have you missed me where I've had to go back to work and couldn't do a live stream Monday, Tuesday? I know it hurt me. I love doing this stuff. You're welcome, Sandra. Like I just said, I love coming out doing this. Too bad it's not a picture perfect day. But still, look at that, nobody around. We've got that storm or that rain system about to hit us. You got the beautiful colours of the ocean. We've got annoying little insects flying around my face, annoying the piss out of me. So let's keep walking along this walkway. So there's some coastal trees. Am I zoomed right out? Just a second. Yep, that's as far as it goes. So that's a Banksia. I don't know if you've read any Australian books, but that's turns into what they call the Banksia men. There's been a lot of books written about the Banksia men. Some kids lost their kite up in the tree. Oh no, there's a little girl too. It's a nice pink unicorn. She'll be so upset. So, see if we can see that whale again, but look at this storm about to hit us. Oh. Just swallowed one of the flying things too. It's not very nice. Ugh. How's it going? All right, let's keep going out. That's the view through the pandanus. Nice. We've got the graffiti, the obligatory graffiti that the kids have to put everywhere and ruin it. All right, let's keep going up. Not long till this rain hits us. We can watch the rain come in together and then flog me. Yes, it is a mythical creature. They say they thought the narwhal was the unicorn, so I don't know how they got a four-legged horse-looking creature with a horn from a whale, but how do they get all the constellations as well? There must have been some good drugs back in those days for them to look up in the sky and go, you know what, that looks like Orion and his belt, and that looks like a Capricorn. Good drugs. Here comes a lady from down, she's been down the front doing the photography. Wind's just starting to come up with you can see the trees starting to blow. So that's happening because that rain is coming in. You making a run for it?
Yep. I can see it moving in.
Yep. Very smart. Don't get the camera equipment wet.
Yeah.
So yes, the wind is picking up. And look at that rain. It's in about 3, I suppose, maybe 5 minutes, that will be on top of us. So we can watch it live. Just look at that. Look how much water's up there. It is, as we say in Australia, pissing down out there. Or bucketing down, if you like to be a bit not as rude. But that whale was very close before. Too bad that it took off to the north. Oh, there's a whale jump right there. Look at that. There we go. There's a whale. Come on, come back up. There it is. It's heading north too. That's amazing. They are very late if they're still going north. Most of the whales are on their way home. And you can see the rain just on the outside. There it is. There it is there. There it is, bubbling in the water. Come on, come back up. Come on, show your face. You can see the movement in the water there. Come on. You can see the wind on the water too now. So this storm front's pushing in a lot of air in front of it, so it's going to hit us hard. How's my family? My family's good, thank you. They're both at work, so that allows me to get out here. Oh, that wind is icy as well. Whale's gone. Let's zoom out so you can see the rain about to hit us. So there's a few. Oh, that wind is very cold and it's howling now. It just went from beautiful stillness to a howling southerly. These whales are just teasing today. All right, let's look down to Hastings. So you can see the rain just there. So it's formed just in front of us. Rain in Spain stays on the airplane. Yes. The rain in Spain. Hey, there it is again. There's a whale just out there. Yeah, just there, just come up. Yep, just come up now to breath, and we're about to get very wet. All right, let's see if we can get a better view. I'll zoom out a bit, guys. It's just starting to rain. I'm going to put the umbrella up. And we might actually hide behind these pandanus so I don't get the full brunt of it. So that's about the humpback whales there. We'll just zoom right out. There we go. Have a read of that. All right, I'm going to move down a bit further. There we go. So the rain's right on us now and it's very grey. We can hide under this pandanus. And that's the banksia tree right in front of us. The wind's really kicking. The rain's coming in at about a 45-degree angle. All right. There we go. Now the rain's right on top of us. Surf's getting rough, but still beautiful. Oh, thank you, human. I thought you'd left me. Can you hear the rain on the umbrella? Oh, look at that, just beautiful. Let's try and get a better view of the ocean. There we go. So that's the ocean out there. And there used to be another headland down there. It's gone. Yes. Yes, the rain has kept them away. I did swallow one before. Little flying gnat sort of thing, just pretty disgusting. I'd rather it was super cold and this rain was falling as snow, then that'd be something, wouldn't it? Next month I'll be in New Zealand, so, oops, just a sec. Hopefully I can get some snow video while I'm over there, or snow lives for you guys. But you're all from America, so you probably get the snow all the time, and you'd rather look at the nice. Oh yes. That's where you need to swim all the time, human. And I said before, surfers don't get sick because we're always wet, we're always cold, and our nasal passages are always wet. So, yeah, surfers. No, it would be a sight if it did. But yeah, that's how surfers are always fairly healthy. And when we do get a cold, it'll be once every 2 or 3 years. And as I tell my wife, it'll be the worst one that's ever been had. Let's just look around the corner. You can see the rain dropping there. So, Corey, how are you? It never rains in Las Vegas, is that true? And why would anybody want to live somewhere where it never rains? Crazy. How do you wash away all the dirt? And the rain will go away and the air will be so clean for a couple of days. Look out there, look how great that is. So that's all rain. That's that rain squall coming through. But if you're just joining me, on Monday this week, we had a 4-metre great white shark attack a surfer straight down there. So the surfer was sitting on his board. The shark bit right behind him, took a chunk out of his board and broke his board in half. Oh, yuck. That doesn't sound like fun, Corey. Yes. But you've got to have the good raincoat. You've got to have the good equipment, so it's not uncomfortable to be in the rain. And there's nothing worse than when you're wearing jeans and shoes and socks in the rain. You've got an umbrella and a raincoat and all the water just falls on your shoes and socks and jeans, and then you're wet and cold. Wow, that's a lot of rain. How many inches was that, human? Yep, can't even see any cloud formation anymore. The rain's that heavy. Okay, Tina, thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you have subscribed. I do remember seeing your name, so I'm sure you already have. And thank you for being here. All right. We might go for a walk down to the beach and see if there's any bit of surfboard that's washed up with a shark bite in it. Did the shark eat the surfboard that a bit? Probably not a very nice to eat. Fiberglass and resin and foam. Ugh. This rain is pretty hard. Oh, I've got to turn this way, guys. There's a guy down on the beach with his dog. What a good fella. The dog's having a ball. It's still running around like a crazy man. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, guys. What time is it over at your place? Rain's breaking off, beautiful. So we'll hang around for a bit longer, see if we can see another whale, that'd be good. $8 p.m. Corey, beautiful. So it's 1 p.m. here, Wednesday. I have to go to work for the night tonight, so I got to do a 14-hour shift. 11 p.m. Very good, Ottawa. Let's walk down on this hill again. I might get a view. 11 p.m. I like to go to bed nice and early and get up early, Ottawa. But good to see you hanging around at that time. I've been going for an hour, so it was a 10 o'clock start for you guys. Yuck, mud. Mud squishing between the toes. Disgusting. "14 hours, yes. Very nice, human. Let's just zoom in on that rocks down there. Sorry about the twitchy live. I'm doing it all one-handed. Yes, it is, Corey. It's beautiful here because I'm holding the umbrella in the other hand, trying not to get the camera equipment wet. Oops, sorry about that. And look at that house over there. Imagine the view they've got just there. Be a nice penthouse to have, that one. You can see the rain coming down. So they would have bought that back when it was cheap, and now you get probably 4 or 5 million for that penthouse, maybe even more. Oy, here comes the rain. I'll just move the umbrella. I'll zoom out a little bit. It's still got nice colour in the water, doesn't it? All right, Jurley, it's on its way. Thank you for joining us today, Jurley. We've got 100 mil, 4 inches coming in the next 24 hours. So we'll wish it over there because we've had that much rain here that the ground is sodden. It can't take any more water. So all this rain now is going to fall in the flood. So not very nice. Oh, really? Yes, thank you, Human. Thanks to everybody joining today on this glorious day on the far north coast of New South Wales. Sun's shining, the birds are out, people everywhere on the beach. Can you hear the rain? Wow. That's a long time ago. Did you actually see that, Human? The shore fishing is fine down here, Corey. At the moment it is winter, so we have the tailor running. We also have bream and whiting here all the time. You got my joke, very good. Human? Yeah, but if we look right down there on the main beach at Cabar, you can see that, where's my finger? Where's my finger? There. That green line there, that's a nice little hole there for fishing. The seafood is amazing here. Look at that, that's only 800 metres away and you're lucky to see the main beach and the trees. We get prawns here, or you guys call shrimp. We get lobsters or crayfish. We get Moreton Bay bugs or Balmain bugs, all the fish, and then all the squid. Beautiful. Thank you, Human, very insightful, but that exactly is. So that car, I'll show you the Tweed Coast Road. Those cars there in the car park, and you'll see a tree behind it, and then that next bit of bitumen is Tweed Coast Road. And here comes a car over the top. That car's on Tweed Coast Road. They certainly do, Corey, and that's why I'm here today, because on Monday a surfer was attacked by a great white shark straight down there. So that's why I came here today, to see if we could see the shark, see anything on the beach. Hey Rachel, how are you? Good to see you. And that's true, Cabarita, it is. So the surfer wasn't injured, he was sitting on his board. The shark come up and bit right behind him. Bit his board, took a huge chunk out of his board, one mouth-sized bite, and also snapped his board in half. So the surfer got to shore, and then the drone was put up and they followed the shark. It was a 4-metre white shark. So scary, scary stuff. That's the second shark attack that's happened here at Cabarita. Both times the surfer was unharmed, but just down there in the middle of that rain squall, just up, I can't even see the tree, just up about there, a surfer was taken by a shark. And it bit him on the leg, took his femoral artery, and the guy bled to death before he could be saved. So he bled out, which was very unfortunate. Is that what Bottengar means? But yes, I've showed you those black birds with the orange beaks and the black and white birds with the orange beaks. They actually get the shellfish, the pippies, out of the sand, and somehow their beak is strong enough to break it open. So quite amazing for such a small bird that it can open up the pippies. you actually have to get a knife into it or a screwdriver, or you have to crack the whole pippy. So that's how tight they hold. That's how good the muscle is. But those birds can break it all open with their little skinny orange beak. Well, the rain's slowing, so I might head back up the top, guys. My feet are actually numb now because it's that cold, but it's good. I might jump over here and walk over the headland. Stand by. Just got to jump through the railing. Oh, okay, we're through. Umbrella's back up. Everything's fine with me, Rachel. I've missed a few days live streaming. That's because I'm back at work now. So I work Monday, Tuesday, which sucks, of course. I'd rather be out live streaming, but got to pay the bills. You can see the water here now starting to pool, so it's starting to flood here. So this headland isn't taking much more water. And you can see the puddles up the top, so it's not even sinking in anymore. So that means that definitely up here is full of water and it won't take any more. There we go, look down there. Fantastic. You can see the guy on the beach down there with his dog. Oh, puddles everywhere. Could be a busy night at work tonight, guys. Luckily I'm driving, so I won't have to do much of the work except get them there safely. All right, so that's, as you know, if you've been watching for a while, that's Hastings Point there. So I think I'm going to go there tomorrow. And hopefully find some whales. Or Rachel, just sit there and look at the breathtaking scenery and just forget about everything for a little while. Just forget about life for an hour. Just look out there. Seven years in America, is that what you're saying, human? You can also, on my homepage, I put it in the community posts. I've got a photo of the surfboard and a photo of the great white shark. So have a look there. Yes, Corey, we've seen about 3 or 4, and one was about 50 metres off the headland just before. So that was good. If you look back, if you watch this when it uploads, you'll be able to see the whales. But this is the time of the year that the whales are coming through. There's one just jumped straight out there. So let's see if I can find it. There it is. All right, thank you. Thank you, human. The whales only seem to be jumping once or twice, and then by the time I try and find them, they have taken a big breath and they're heading south. The one that was in, oh, there's one. There it is. You can see the whitewash where it jumped out the back. And again, I'm working with one hand, the other one's holding the umbrella. Come on, whales. Stop teasing. There's that one out the back there. Ah, typical. Whales took off. All right, let's see. The rain's nearly stopped, so luckily it didn't hang around too long. And you can see the cloud formations out there again. Yes, so I'll add on to human there. They travel between 5,000 and 10,000 kilometres each way. So their round trip could be 20,000 kilometres. So not a bad swim. And they don't eat again till they get back to Antarctica. And the mothers will swim all the way to Hervey Bay, give birth, suckle and feed their young, and then swim them all the way back to Antarctica without feeding. So they must be a little bit hungry by the time they get home or back to their feeding grounds. Let's go up the top. So we're going to walk up the top there, guys. So let's come for a walk, see if we can see whales out the front. Yeah, so like I was saying, all the ground around here in northern New South Wales and southern Queensland is just full of water. It can't take any more. So this is just going to make more flooding for us. So you can see the floods just sitting here. You can see this grass. It's all saturated. So the swiftwater rescue technicians will be starting to get ready, I'd say. We will be going up to severe weather alert level of probably 2 or 3. So that'll mean we'll get more staff on to assist with this flooding. All right, let's keep going up the hill. Oh, starting to get hungry, guys. What I'll do, I'll go home and then I'll have a late lunch, early dinner, and then have a lay down and watch TV for about an hour, and then head off to work for a 5 o'clock start or 4:30 start. And then I'll work right through till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ouch. So hopefully it's quiet. Wait, there's a whale just jumped, so that's good. Hopefully it's quiet, but I really can't see it being quiet with all this rain around. So people like to see how crazy they can drive their car in the rain. All right, let's give you something to look at. So there's a little bit of rain just coming through there. Hopefully that misses us. I'm not going to walk down these hills because that track will be slippery, those rocks will be slippery walking down there. I don't feel like stretching my knee, it's starting to come good. So here on Cabarita Headland, that's the Humpback whale viewing platform. So on a fine day, on the weekend especially, this will be jam-packed with people. So the whales aren't doing much today. Hopefully tomorrow from, oops, just spin you around a bit, sorry about that. Hey, now we can see Hastings Point and the rain's just about stopped. All right. Umbrellas furled. Okay, now I've got two hands again, let's go. So that's Hastings, where we'll go tomorrow and look for whales, guys. So please join me. They really come in close there. I'll be starting around the 12 o'clock mark, and Human says that's your 14 hours behind us, so work that out and then I will be there. So I've been going 82 minutes now, so which is an hour 20. So that will be, I started at 12 o'clock, basically on the dot yet. And it's 20 past 1 here now. That's a nice view of Hastings Point, sorry. And nice quiet beach with nobody on it. All right, up at Kingscliff, you can see the rain coming through up there. So I've done quite a few lives from up that way, so that's getting hit now, but it's leaving us alone here at Cabba, which is nice. This is a stunning day here with nobody around. So I don't know if I said this before, I don't know if any of you have read any Australian children's books, but that thing there is called the Banksia Man. Can you see the eyes and the mouth and the hat? So where is it? That's his hat, the two eyes, the mouth. So yeah, that's the Banksia Man. Oh, that's perfect, Human. During the week, it's fairly popular. The weekend, it's very popular, as you can imagine. People come down from Brisbane and travel all over to come here because it's such a beautiful beach, except for the great white sharks, of course. But on the weekend, yeah, it's jam-packed here. So you get all the families coming in here and just playing in this bay. So they're playing in this bay here. The surfers come out, surf out this point, and this big building right there, the big green one with the sloping roof, greeny white one, that's the Surf Life Saving Club. And that's where they put the flag. So you can see that white sign there in the middle, and the flags will go just down the front there somewhere. Good. I forget what the author's name is, but they were very popular. I remember my mum used to read them to her. My wife's a librarian, so she reads them to the, one hand's making it very awkward. She reads them to all the kids at school. So yeah, so they were quite naughty, the Banksia men. They used to scare the young kids. May Gibbs, that's it. You are a machine, human. There is nothing you do not know. You can see the rain just behind us. So that's just what passed us. No, the whales must be out wide. There was a whale. Let me just hold my... There was a whale just there before and it was heading north. It was in that close. Too bad it didn't hang around for too long. All right, people, I'm going to walk down the hill now and I'll go along the beach. Then I'll slowly head back to my car. So, if you're new to the channel today, please consider subscribing. Really helps me out. And if you do, thank you very much. Thank you to all my already subscribers that are showing up. The name's becoming very familiar to me now. Rain stopped, umbrellas down. There we go. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to Human, the best moderator there is. You do a great job, sir. Not really. The wind affects them. You can see out there, there's a lot of lump on the water today. So when it's dead flat, the whale can just break the surface. But when it's a bit bigger, they have to jump. They have to come out of the water a bit more to get that breath. Otherwise, they get water coming over the top of their bodies. That's my interpretation anyway. That's what I've seen after all my years of watching them. But yeah, when it's flat, if you've watched that video on whales that I just posted from down at Hastings Point, those two whales just sat there for a whole battery, so 25 minutes, and did not move. They just rolled and had fun. Beautiful. Ouch. Now I just got bitten by a green ant. Full of poison, those things. So nice little walkway down. And the smell is beautiful. Coming into spring, the pandanus tree, which is this one right here, just puts out the best aroma. I love the smell of the pandanus, and especially with a bit of rain on it as well. And you can see that walkway goes all covered with pandanus. The walkway goes underneath it. But we'll head down that way and head out onto the beach. So bear with me. So there's the bird I was telling you about, the pied oyster catcher. And what does it say? Nesting just above high water mark, pairs of pied oyster catchers defend 2 or 3 eggs laid on the sand. The pippy is the major food source of that bird there. And my father used to call them nuns. Ha! That's true, Corey. Everything that doesn't bite you is not poisonous, and everything that does bite you is got a little bit of poison in it, gives you a hurry up. So we've got the blue bottle. They give the kids, wow, the smell from the pandanus is just beautiful. They give the kids a hurry up. When you're an adult, you can take the pain a bit more, but I have seen a lot of people whinging. A lot of people work themselves up so much that they actually their blood pressure drops, and then they just about faint, so we have to lay them down on the ground and chuck their legs in the air to trying to get the blood back to their head. Kids do that too because they just scream and shout and run around. Just walking through the rocks here, guys. But kids are quite easy to settle down. You just ask them about school, who their best friend is at school, what's the teacher's name, and that settles them down really quick. But the adults, some of them, God, must have never had an uncomfortable moment in their lives, the way they carry on. So look at that, beautiful. Never heard of a green ant. Just put it into chat, GPT or something like that. Corey, they are aggressive little ants. So what usually happens, because we all wear thongs over in Australia or bare feet, they get between your thong and your foot, and then once they're in there and you stand on them again, then they bite you and they pump a lot of poison in. And it actually goes up to the groin area, and if you get bitten on the legs and you get swelling in the lymph nodes in the groin. So not a nice feeling, not a nice sensation. Yes. Yeah, but just check them out. Green ants. As opposed to the white ant or the termite. So look at that. Not a person around. Hardly any, all the footprints are way up there. Nothing down here. And no one around. Just going to chuck my foot in the water. Ouch. Hope the green ant died after biting me. Hope my foot tasted disgusting. So there's another little walkway straight up there in the middle of the screen, going up to the top car park. And this is the path I'm taking up. If you can see this sign just here, this is how all our beaches are marked in far north coast of New South Wales. So if anything happens on this beach, you ring up AAA for the police and you tell them Charlie Alpha Bravo, cab 29, and they know exactly where that is. And then the police will send surf life saving, police, and ambulance to that location. We've got that on our sheets, and we know exactly where we're going to. So yeah, CAB or Charlie Alpha Bravo 29. Looks like I'm going up this track. Just a second. I thought this one was closed. No, that one's open. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to leave you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the people who have been here the whole time. It's fantastic to see everybody. Anyone that subscribed today, thank you very much. All the people who have subscribed, thanks for watching again. And a big thank you to Human, who does a fantastic job looking after me. And I'll see you tomorrow from the next headland south, where we will check out whales, and hopefully the weather's a little bit nicer. Okay guys, thanks for watching and see ya.